for Stop 2 of Street League Skateboarding's DC Pro Tour, fueled by Monster Energy. What up, everybody? Brandon Graham joined alongside a skate legend, Felix Arguelles. And Felix, it feels like deja vu all over again. Nyjah Huston continuing his brilliance, qualifying first overall.
Well, Nyjah Huston has won 5 out of 8 Street League stops. And pulling off brand new moves like this in competition, a big spin to frontside hurricane, is how he is such a dominant force and can just climb up that leaderboard like nobody else, catching our last year's champion, Sean Malto, and qualifying overall first.
We'll see one of those guys who could catch him, Paul Rodriguez, equally impressive in qualifying, throwing down his first 9 in the big section.
Well, Paul Rodriguez has not won a Street League, and you could see it in his eye the way he attacked this big section with that switch backside tail, and that's exactly what got him that 9, and he joins the 9 club.
That he does. Once again, though, Nyjah Huston dominating the qualifier. He's at the top of the list. We started with 24 skaters. We are now down to the final 8 with $150,000 on the line. Let's take a look at the 8 finalists, brought to you by Street League The Game, powered by Superheat. Who's your pro? We begin with Nyjah Huston, our top qualifier here in Ontario. Sean Malto, P-Rod skating very well in qualifiers. Luan Oliveira also in the mix. Chaz Ortiz, Peter Ramondetta in his first finals as a Street League pro. And David Gonzalez and Tommy Sandoval just squeaking in for the final 2 spots. Let's now take a look at the format. We begin with the run section, which is 2 45-second attempts, and we take your best score. The skaters can skate any part of the plaza. One skater after this run section gets eliminated. Then on to the best trick section, where you get 5 attempts and the best score counts. You can skate anywhere but the big section, and we eliminate another skater. And then finally, the money, the big section. 6 attempts, best 4 scores count, and this is how we crown our champion. Run, best trick, and 4 big scores. That's the format for Street League. Founder and commissioner of Street League Skateboarding, Mr. Rob Deerdeck.
That is right. This format is very, very competitive. Check it out. There's only 6 scores. 6 scores determine the winner. So that means the run section, a really big deal. You've got to get a big score. It's not about just getting eliminated. Same with the best trick, because you want to have as many points as you could possibly have going into this big section. And then what you got to do, you got to lay it all on the line. If these guys want to beat Nyjah Huston, they got to do 4 of the hardest tricks they've ever done in their lives. And it's going to be exciting.
Thank you, Commissioner. No doubt about that. Let's take a look at our start list for the finals. We begin with Tommy Sandoval, David Gonzalez, who just squeaked in via the semis, Peter Ramondetta, Chaz Ortiz, Luan Oliveira, P-Rod, Sean Malto, and the top qualifier, Nyjah Huston.
There's so much energy in this arena right now. The only thing that's more energizing than the Street League is the next Street League.
But we cannot wait. The White Lion, Tommy Sandoval, starts us off with his first run.
Hadn't seen that manual line right there. Picking up some speed, heading for the A-frame.
Still got about 15 seconds left. Is he gonna head for the big?
Definitely heading for the big. Tommy Sandoval's most comfortable up there.
Remember, we've got 8 skaters. They each get 2 runs. We take their top score.
Oh, man. So much pressure coming off that hover right there. He lands a little sideways on that nose blunt. Just couldn't pull it off.
We take their top score, and 1 skater from this section gets eliminated. So here comes David Gonzalez with his first attempt. Tommy Sandoval's score just coming in at a 3.6, Felix.
David Gonzalez qualified with an 8, which is a great qualifying score with the run, and he just isn't able to catch that kickflip right there. He's going to have to make up for it with some solid tricks here.
Well, let's take a look at the Monster Energy winning formula for the run section. A 45-second run without missing a trick. You don't play it too safe. and you skate the course creatively.
Kickflip 50-50 after a surfy line through the quarter pipe section. Speaking of surfy, little Bertleman on the bank. Kickflip to frontside board slide on the A-frame. Oh, and he looked like he was going to do a frontside boneless right there.
He's got room for one more.
And the flailing step hop got away. We're going to see a much more solid run from David.
We shall see. 4.1, his run is in. Remember, one skater from this section will get eliminated. So the pressure is absolutely on here in the finals. Peter Ramondetta, check him out.
Coming out gunning on that DC cam. The gap to crooked grind kickflip. He has a great line through these quarter pipes with that alley-oop air over the hip. Peter's heading towards the big section. Has been mixing it up with some great transition skill and some burly street style out there.
Remember, this is Peter's first final.
Super excited to see him in there.
We take the top score of each skater's 2 runs.
Backside tail slide up the ledge. He's got 5 seconds left to go big here.
Let's see what he's got.
Oh, and the backside Smith grind seems like it got a little dry on him.
Tough way to end it.
Really decent run there all the way up into the end.
But you know what? He'll take that 6.3, immediately jumping him up to the top spot after 3 skaters' first runs. But up next, Chaz Ortiz.
Chaz with the frontside hurricane and fakie. Fakie to nose blunt. Taking an interesting approach here to the course. Big backside flip.
Wow.
Resetting on top of the quarter pipe. Kickflip to frontside lip slide.
He's bringing it, Felix.
He's got a great run here. Big backside 360. Backside tail slide.
Connecting everything, Felix.
Yeah, he's got 7 seconds left. I'm not sure where he's heading. Nollie big spin, a backside lip slide. Chaz Ortiz has mixed up his line so well. Could be the highest score in line of the day.
What a way to end that first run, an 8.7.
8.7.
We have a new leader here in the run section.
Really respectable line right there. Chaz is such a veteran. He's been skating contests since he was a little kid. And he's still a little kid. He's only 18 years old.
Remember, Chaz led in the run section back in Kansas City as well. But now dropping in, Luan Oliveira.
Luan Oliveira also has a deep bag of tricks and flows through this course so comfortably, as you see right there with that frontside flip to disaster. Frontside flip all the way over the bank to the flat. Switch disaster. So much control. Backside 5-0, frontside 180, up the gap. Going big again, so much control in that hard flip, how he catches it sideways with his front foot and just stomps it down. Backside 180 nose grind.
That's gonna do it for Luan's first run.
Perfect run for Luan. It was really technical, but he didn't have a big ender. He kind of ended on a soft note. It might affect the score here with the judges.
An 8.4. He's got to be in solid spot there, second overall. But here comes P-Rod, who skated so well in qualifiers. We'll see what he's got up his sleeve for the first run.
Paul starts off big with a tray flip over the double set, right into a nose grind. No obstacle is being ignored here.
Remember, one skater will get eliminated after this section.
Backside tail slide, stomping it down. Paul showing a lot of authority out there in his skating.
We've already got a couple big scores here.
Switch backside 5-0. Now skating switch stance is kind of like riding with your opposite hand. You know, switch hitting in baseball.
Paul skates switch as well as anybody.
Backside lip slide.
That's gonna do it.
Putting together a great run. Can he sneak this one in after time?
Looks like the time
Backside heel flip.
already gone. That will not affect this score. I gotta imagine, Felix, this is gonna be a good one.
Well, the best Paul has done so far in the run section has been a 7.9. Let's see what this comes in at.
An 8.0, respectable third position for P-Rod. Now skating. Sean Malto.
Starts off with a nollie nose grind over the gap. Quick run through the bowl section, quarter pipe section of our course. Amazing little combination. They're really working that obstacle, the nose wheeling nollie to Smith grind on the edge there.
You know, it's crazy, Felix. Only one skater in Kansas City had a score over 8 in the run section.
Backside Smith grind down the hubba. Oh, and the frontside crooked grind got away from him. So difficult to come off the hubba and go right to that next rail.
That was a flawless run up until then.
There he is, really taking it to the next level, trying to shove it out of that over crook grind.
That's gonna do it for Malto's first run. Up next, though, 5.5 for Sean Malto. Up next, the winningest man in Street League history, the top qualifier, Nyjah Huston.
Kickflip to 50-50, nose grind. Turns around on the quarter pipe. Kickflip to backside disaster. You would never see it from his expression. He's doing some of the most difficult stuff on this course right now.
Felix, he has it timed so well.
Down to a T, cab to backside lip slide to fakie.
Plenty of time for a couple more tricks.
Fakie to fakie 360 right there. 360 flip, ramp to ramp. Heading for that big section with 10 seconds left.
What's he got?
He's got the deepest bag of tricks up here. You never know. Back 780 nose grind, flawless. And a fakie flip.
It's gonna be
a huge score here.
Just in time, Nyjah Huston waiting on the score from the judges. We'll see to round out the first run. An 8.8. Nyjah Huston is your current leader after one run.
Almost catches his best score this year of a 9.0. Respectable way to set it off here in Ontario.
Now remember, each of these skaters get one more run attempt. Coming up, run 2. Do not go anywhere. This is Street League Skateboarding. The DC Pro Tour, fueled by Monster Energy, is brought to you by DC Shoes. Progression since 1994. By Monster, Street League Skateboarding is fueled by Monster Energy. And by Chevrolet, the official ride of Street League.